Welcome to a reading of God Calling, the devotional book that will change your life. It's edited by A.J. Russell and narrated by Shola Rahim. Here is a devotional that will bring the reality of God and His constant concern for you into your heart every day of the year. Whatever your circumstances, God Calling cannot fail to bring you closer to God. It will help you overcome your daily worries and draw you ever closer to the peace you're seeking. Millions of copies of this extraordinary daily devotional have been sold, and still the demand continues. Be comforted and encouraged by the words of Jesus each and every day. A.J. Russell was an author, journalist, and editor who lived in England. He is best known as the editor of two daily devotionals, God Calling and God at Eventide, and their success has been phenomenal. Russell's intent was that God Calling would show more clearly what Jesus Christ may become to those who seek to know Him and to live with Him. For those who seek may realize the ultimate gift on earth, inner joy, and afterward, eternal life. Introduction written by A.J. Russell. The Two Listeners. I did not write this book. I wish that I had done so. Had I written it, I should have been immeasurably proud, too proud for spiritual health. My simple task has been to prepare it for publication and to present it to the public. But that has not really been a task, only a privilege, an undeserved honor. There is a legend that the praise for building the Cathedral of St. Sophia was not given to the Emperor Constantine, but to Euphrasia, a poor widow who drew from her mattress a wisp of straw and gave it to the oxen that drew the marble from the ships. That was all. She did nothing more. Not one woman, but two have written this book, and they seek no praise. They have elected to remain anonymous and to be called Two Listeners. But the claim which they make is an astonishing one, that their message has been given to them today, here in England, by the living Christ Himself. Having read their book, I believe them. I do not, of course, believe that He whispered to them all that He intends to say to this generation, but I am confident that He opened their eyes to many things which they and this generation greatly need to know. I do not believe in the verbal inspiration of this or any book, but I do believe that these two women have been led, and that much of what is written is very clear leading indeed. I have found these messages a spiritual stimulus, but that statement is as inadequate as to say that I like England. None could have written this book unless he or she was a Christian and in touch with the living founder of Christianity. We hear much of the decline of the drama. Think of this piece of real drama of our own times. Again, as so often before, He was in the world, and the world knew Him not. Two poor, brave women were courageously fighting against sickness and penury. They were facing a hopeless future, and one of them even longed to be quit of this hard world for good. And then He spoke, and spoke again. Day after day He comes and cheers them, and though they still have their sorrows, they have joy and a new courage. For He inspires them with His promises for their future, when His loving purpose shall be revealed, and He gently rallies them on their unbelief, as He did their forlorn predecessors during that walk to Emmaus. Open this book at any page and taste its beauty. Dwell lovingly on its tender phrases. Let its wonderful qualities sink deep into your spirit. Have you lost faith? Meditate on any one of these tiny sections, and it will come again to you as that of a little child. You may not see Him standing by your side with His ready smile of confident encouragement, but you will know that He is there, as He always is, and that He still expects great things of you, and is ever ready to help you to achieve them. If winter comes, are you afraid of poverty? Turn again to these pages and you will find the law of supply. Give, and it shall be given you. Give your love, your time, your sympathy, yourself. Give all that you have under His direct guidance to all who are needy. Give both to the deserving and the undeserving. Has health gone? Are you no better though you have prayed long and often? Here again you will find the incense of healing, and you will understand why He will not remove the gold from the crucible until all the dross has gone, and you are taking the glorious shape of your true self, which His eye alone has foreseen. You cannot eat honey all the day, nor can you read this book through at a sitting, but you can read it every day, and several times a day. It can be turned to in the heat of a sudden crisis, and when you put it down, you will find yourself calm and at peace within. You can open its pages when the birds are singing in the sunshine, and as you read, the song of the birds will be echoed in your spirit, for you too will be caroling your love to our Creator Redeemer. Put this book of daily power in your pocket, in your handbag, on the table by your bedside. Give a copy of it to your friends. Inhale its spirit continually and live your life in its intimacy with the Master. Through this message, which came to two lonely women, you will find that you are no longer one and alone, but two and united with the great companion and guide, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. A.J. Russell.